In a marketing space, there are pretty much a finite amount of things you can do, but how you do them can be totally different and unique.
Have you found that your passion for art and the time that you spend working on it has translated in any way and helped you improve as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman, and as a marketer?
100%. I think art is for sure, for me, a great outlet for me to be able to just open up my mind and not necessarily focus on one specific thing. And by opening up my mind, I'm able to absorb a lot more or recognize certain ideas in my head that might come together. And so being able to pull together a whole bunch of different ideas in a piece of art, or being able to pull together a whole bunch of ideas and put it into a marketing plan is a bit similar, because you come with a whole bunch of different things that are all coming on at the same time. And how do you synthesize these things? How do you prioritize these things? And how do you also think about things differently than your competitors? In a marketing space, there are pretty much a finite amount of things you can do, but how you do them can be totally different and unique. And that's so important, especially with startups and small businesses. And I definitely think the creativity side has helped. I also think that from a visual perspective, like obviously marketing is quite a visually impactful medium. And so it's important that you have a good eye for design. You start to think about, how do people consume what you're giving? And so as an artist, when you paint, you're also thinking, how is my audience absorbing this painting? And so in the same way, when you create copy or create any sort of website or collateral, you have to think now, how is your audience absorbing this? What is the user experience? How do they go through all of these pieces and synthesize it in their head? And at the end of the day, what is the message that they're left with? A lot of conceptual art starts off with a concept that you're trying to communicate through the visual art or through your music or through whatever art form. And in the same way, in marketing, you think of a concept that you have to communicate to an audience with your own style and brand, so that if your signature wasn't on there, they would still recognize that that's a Roshni painting. And so in the same way, you want to make sure that you're able to kind of get your message across in a similar way, that if you were to take your brand off the ad itself, you would still recognize who that company is.